Yeah, do you want to confirm, commentators, that you see everything?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, beautiful. Let's move over to the tournament VC. Good luck to all the players. And I assume, Beardy, you can drop the seed in chat momentarily.
So I suppose we will just use the same announcements channel where everybody else
Sure.
is looking at the instructions. I'll
Yep.
just paste that seed in there.
Perfect.
Okay, and you should
All
all
right.
be
I
seeing
will I will
that
move I will move the
right
commentators
now.
over.
Thank you.
And yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, everyone's entering the seat.
Oh,
Let's see.
did I? Okay, hold on a second. I have to let the competitors know what is going on and make sure that they all get started, and then I will be back.
Looks like a slime boss act. So who picked this seed out?
Yeah, I sent it to chaos, but you see, it's not that difficult.
Not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. The defect seeds are really bad though, but this one's okay.
Your audio is not coming through stream yet, by the way, because that's going through Beardy. Just so you're aware.
Yeah. Did you tell them all to pause or something?
I'm not sure what Beardy is telling them to do exactly. This is, believe it or not, still going a lot better than the first seed did earlier today. We're kind of figuring this stuff out as we go. Appreciate your patience.
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch the region thing.
Yeah.
Whatever was doing.
Much bigger scale than any of our other Spire events so far in terms of just time and the number of people involved. So there's just a lot of random crap that's getting worked out.
We'll have many years to refine the Pride reference thing. If we do this every year, it'll just get
Oh,
better
for sure.
every year.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll all abandon Spire 1. Sad times.
No.
Okay, commentators, so sorry about the delay, but you are also ready to go live in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Hello.
Oh, there's so many people. Looks like buffed up to 100 gold.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you either just take 100 gold or the relic here. Or better choose a cut. That's the safest option. But
It's a blade dance.
yeah, pretty good.
Spire 1 blade dance. What occurred?
Yeah,
So
Spy
nobody
one's
can take the rare
all
relic. Fletch took boss swap into Runic Dome. Okay.
don't swarm.
Notably terrifying in slime boss occasionally, but boss swap's generally speaking pretty good against slime boss if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you can spend energy on the slime.
I mean, dome swap's pretty comfortable in Act 1 most of the time.
Well, if
Not a lot of random.
if he still remembers the patterns.
Well, it looks like everyone else dodged a bullet, but Blimp got the specimen from the rare.
Yeah, lose all go with the specimen. Very good.
Fortunate.
Oh, Nale also took the specimen.
Florin Carter was Skewer, Bouncing Flask, Bane. I imagine most people take the Skewer.
With
Baylor's on the
the
Flask, though.
yeah, with the Blade Dance, I can see the Flask because he might be a bit more worried about lack of bullet.
Yeah. Flask kind of bad in a Slime Boss act, but guess it's not good to hedge your bets against the Lago. Imagine the player with the specimen will pick Flask. It's actually 2 players of this, or 3 players of the specimen. Okay, just like the people who took Rare Relic took a longer time to select their Neo.
Yeah, the downside lose all goals, so it's pretty harsh.
Yeah, Spire 1, Silence Act 1 is just the hardest part of the run, so very good to have gold. And her like character-specific Rare Relics are a bit more swingy, like her, even the discard for effect ones, like the bandages and the Tingsha are a little bit worse in Act 1 than they are later on.
Yeah, but
So I
other
feel like I
side,
usually
Secret.
avoided the lose all gold for Rare Relic on Silence specifically.
Yeah, it's the most likely part of the run to die. Then without the early shot, if things go wrong, you cannot really easily get back.
Flip side of that is that Rare Relics are on average better against Slime Boss than they are against other Act 1 bosses.
Yeah, there's Helix and Burner, Captain's Wheel, Ogret. There's an Alchemize in the first shot. And after
Your
Image on
Alchemize and
sale.
Magnetism. Oh, what happened? Alchemize and Magnetism in the first shop. If only they had enough gold for both. Do they have a time limit for this run? I'm not
2
sure.
hours, right? I think there's a 2-hour time limit.
Yep, 2 hours.
So there will be no stalling. No stalling.
Nah, 2 hours plenty.
They won't go for it with the time limit, I don't think. Okay, Valet took the Alchemize. That seems like the sensible thing to do. Baylor does not get the Alchemize because of the choose a card changing the card RNG in the shop. Unlucky.
Guidance with Basra pretty good. Mamo's on silent also like super strong. He buys a potion. He'll buy something. Yeah, he wants to buy head drill. Yep, definitely a Baylor thing to do. But he doesn't do it.
About the marbles.
Yeah,
I think I
Mamo's
would
on silent.
prefer the Vajra a little bit over the marbles, but marbles is fine.
Yeah, Mamo's just very good. Basra is also very good.
Yeah, both just amazing common relics.
Oh yeah, Flash still sees the skill on floor 1, so energy swap into skill, that's maybe the best thing that can happen. In Act 1.
Yeah, for sure. I think this map for swap or energy swap silent looks totally fine.
Okay,
Her Act 1
is a not. That's a deep.
amazing. I miss you, Knob. Oh, I miss you so much. Not gonna be too difficult with a Vajra and a bag of marbles already for WAP tab.
Yeah, comfortable Q1, 2, and 3.
WAP tab taking that burst, interesting. Not a card I liked all that much towards the end of Spire 1.
Yeah, Buzzers kind of
Sucks to be
fell off a little bit. Because the decks got faster.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely feels like the the rare relic start is by far the worst for the players in the seed. But that can always change. You can just like advance the relic pool into something really strong very quickly. but the first shop is very good in this run, so all these players losing the value in the first shop is a big deal. Pretty good card rewards overall, I think. There's like I see leg sweeps and what's the card called? Predator, and there's like various good attacks. It doesn't look like anyone's in too much danger of dying to slime boss at least. What's the main thing you tested for in the seed when you picked it out?
The only like two a little bit like the boss relics. I saw that like nothing is overly broken. And then slime boss at the end, so there's like something to do. But yeah, I think the relic quality in this one is quite good. Just you don't get a completely free run just off the boss relic.
Yeah, I assume no pyramids or P boxes are going to be showing up. Maybe for Fletch with the boss swap. If you didn't see the Act 2 relics. Or the Act 2 boss reward. Burst doing what Burst does best, blocking for 5. Incredible.
They block for 5, but the block is retained though. Okay,
Really
Bailey's
using
at
this
the
potion
knob.
against the knob. I don't feel like that potion needed to be used, but
Yeah, this one looks very good. And maybe he's afraid that it's not enough damage if it doesn't get flushed now.
I mean, it's just dead on turn 2. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way we needed the potion, right?
Yeah, there's a leg sweep too. That's a little bit weird.
But it's alright. It still feels like everyone will get out of the act fairly comfortably. Baylor also takes the burst. Taking the burst, especially with the Orichalcum, definitely feels a little strange to me. Noxious fumes in the shop, so
And GG.
GG. Game over. Orichalcum with the Fuma. It's over. Yeah, very good against Slime Boss, so should be very comfortably getting out of this act at least for Baylor. Valley gets a Corpse Explosion. That's really solid. Corpse Explosion and Alchemize in the deck. I definitely like Valley's situation. Maybe the most out of anyone. Just got the best early shot. I don't think anyone else got the Alchemize.
Yeah, other people just choose to buy relics, but I didn't see the Alchemizer. Anyone else? Okay, what was about to fight Slime Boss? 2 Piercing Wheels and a Flex Chest plus Safety Rest. Oh, Flex Chest going in. There is an attack potion to split, so even though damage does run a little bit low after the Beggar boost turn, it should be okay.
Yeah, 2 potions, Vajra, and the Gremlin Horn should be totally fine. Not using any potions before the split's a little bit weird though.
Yeah, that's a bit greedy. 38 HP is still a lot.
Yeah, especially with the Orichalcum. Should still be fine.
Hey, in this kind of situation, I do wonder like whether it's better to try to create the potion or not, because the chance of dying is actually so low. But at the same time, the run
Baylor
is
got
kind
two-
of good, yeah.
Baylor got 2 question mark shops, one with on sale fumes and the other one with an on sale Welly plans. So
Next shop has an on sale fuel.
yeah, Feet Fume plan, of course. Should be pretty comfortably getting out of this act with those cards and the slime boss act.
Yeah, playing against Slime Boss is just so incredible. Like, incredible against all deck bosses.
And one of the best boss cards in the game. And just from the bird's eye view, I don't really see anyone dying in this act. Yeah, see, Wavtab ends up using the attack potion anyway at the end of the fight. I feel like it would have been better to use the attack potion on the split turn. Would have saved a decent amount of HP here. I feel like the attack potion is almost always going to get used anyway, so there's no reason to be greedy.
Yeah, with Gremlin Horn, Recalc completely fine still.
There's a speed. We got 2 players on floor 10 still, and some players already exiting Act 1. After Image and Adrenaline for Wavtab. These are very good. Very good cards. After Image a little bit worse with the Orichalcum, so probably go Adrenaline.
Storm Drip and Catch.
I think most people end up going Dripper.
Yeah, with these relics probably. The people took rare relics though. Maybe without like, the Battle Marbles, Coffee Dripper can be a bit more dangerous. Because you only have the Battle Marbles with the gold. Actually, I mean, yeah, of course. If you still go like one shot and you get the Battle Marbles anyway, the name is getting it even after taking the lose all gold.
That's enough for Bag of Marbles and the Fumes. Seems sensible. Baylor also gets the Adrenaline, even though it's a different card reward. Yeah, Orichalcum's just huge. Taking a lot of damage turn 2 if they don't potion Wavtab, but I think they'll probably use the speed pot here.
Yeah, and with the blow as well.
Having a full potion belt as alongside like Orichalcum and some decent relic support, just I would expect it to be a pretty comfortable dripper.
Yeah, unless if the deck is functional, usually it's just enough. And yeah, this deck looks fine.
V ended up with 1,000 cuts into Slime Boss. Bad fumes.
Holy football plus. With the 1,000 cuts down already, maybe we just don't need to use any more potion.
No, not a lot of attacks in the deck though, so you're like dealing damage by playing skills. Maybe still fine though. Yeah, everyone ending up with the dripper so far anyway. This was truly a boss swap seed. You immediately get backup prep.
Yeah, skill into backup prep. Baylor also sees a football plus. So,
Yeah, everyone should see that, right? Floor 1 of Act 2.
yeah. So it has the he has Exodia. Feed Fume Spread.
Yeah, oh yeah. Fume, they're all upgraded as well. Baylor should be winning this pretty comfortably.
Oh, there's a Frozen Eye.
I miss you, Frozen Eye. I know most people don't miss it, but I miss it. Not like taking quite a lot of damage in the slime boss fight, but I still think they should get out here.
Yeah, the split is not so bad. And the specimen going in. Yeah, with the infinite place should be fine. Extend skill kills one. Oh, there's no Gremlin Horn for ally. Somehow.
Ends up with a Omomori instead, just probably a different path. Was that a Wraith form I saw in the corner of my eye? I think I saw a Wraith form somewhere. It didn't buy it.
Yeah, on sale red form, but too poor.
About the bagger
It's a,
models
yeah,
instead.
it is a question mark shop.
Yeah, Baylor got well plans in that shop on sale. The way Spire 1 seed change it's a very funny thing. So first elite in Act 2 is the Slavers. For Baylor and Waptab, that doesn't look too dangerous to me.
With Battle
They both have
Marbles and
fumes.
Gremlin Horn.
Yeah, the relics are good, and the deck is also pretty good at the fight. Waptab has 2 piercing whales. Should be pretty comfortable. Except flechettes from that library, interesting. Not have expected that. From Baylor load, that is.
Yeah. Baylor loves his flechettes.
Deck is a bit lacking in draw though, so you're kind of just hoping to draw turn 1. As a journal and backflip, I suppose.
Yeah, there's well plans as well.
Yeah, this kind of deck I'm kind of just trying to draw into my 1-cost powers and put them in play as soon as possible. So adding a card like Flechette's just like you don't need that top end very much because the powers just kind of do the job against almost everything. That's at least the idea that I remember having when I played Silent Inspire 1. And it still mostly applies to Silent Inspire 2. I'd say Silent Inspire 2 is the most similar to her Spire 1 counterpart.
Hey, right now you attack a bit more. You attack a bit more.
Yeah, a bit more. Maybe with how the enemies are right now, but you still are very power focused in a similar kind of way to what she was in Spire 1, I feel.
Yeah, the powers are just too good.
Yeah, Fume Plan just dominates a significant amount of her runs in the same way. But in this game, or Inspire 2, it's more like Fume or Feat Plan, and then you have like all the shift powers, Infinite Blades, accuracy, and the so you have even more 1-cost powers that you want to have in your deck. The Phantom Blades.
Okay, now it loses HP, reach dagger, immediately see the bonfire spirit.
Unnamed in a bit of danger against the slime boss.
No more
Maybe still
potions.
okay.
For killing
Has the Gremlin Horn. Yeah, I think they get out. They get out here.
Did the fume split the green? They have like 30 HP,
Yeah.
though. It must have, right?
Yeah, the fume split it, but it was attacking for lethal damage last turn, I think. So it's probably a good thing. Yeah, the fight's over. Baylor being offered a heal hook plus, one of the bad cards that I miss.
Is he even bad in Spy 2?
Inspire 2 is probably not nearly as bad with the lack of artifact on the enemies.
I think it's pretty good.
I also feel like she doesn't really need it. Pretty good with suppress. That's a good combo.
And MC is red form.
Oh, actually has to think about taking something over adrenaline. That's upsetting. I'm upset for them. Wraithorn's like very clearly correct here, right?
Yeah, looking at how the slime boss fight went as well, probably is good.
Or Calcum Wraithform, Fumes Wraithform, it's just insane. Insane card. Broken card. Alright, Fletch sees. I think that was the boss reward, yeah?
Yeah, it is a boss
So
reward.
Fletch got the worst boss reward for sure. Glass Knife and Venom and Unload. Another one of those bad cards. Okay, you see Philostone instead with the boss swap. Philostone Dome. It's a known synergy.
And there is a malaise though. And also a bag of prep, so it's not. Normally, Filostone's only very good in silent. A bit worse with Squab, but with the bag of prep, it's like just fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine to go Philo over Dripper here.
If it takes Dripper, it's going to be fine then. Like, yeah, if Dripper survives, then it's just better. No downside.
Yeah, most characters in Spire 1, Dripper is basically always better than Philo, but Silent, sometimes that cannot be true. Because she cheats. Cheater character. So Valet's going to end up with 2 footworks in the deck. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What did they toss to the bonfire spirits that you didn't see?
Who are you talking about?
Dale. And I saw the bonfire spirits and now they have 4 HP.
I don't know. I wasn't watching their screen.
Well, let's see the bottom world plans.
Oh god. Mid.
That's pretty good.
It also has Burst Catalyst. Okay. Baylor's run is reasonable. And an Eternal Feather. Okay, yeah, sure. Better not buy this Deadly Poison. He has the Bouncing Blast. He's not going to buy the Deadly Poison. I believe.
What if he buys Medkit?
That's like even worse. Okay, Cardinal is probably correct. Okay, that looks good. That looks good.
Waptap
has 2 Ghosts in a Jars. Is Waptap the player with Alchemize? I'm not sure anymore.
No, I don't think so. I think they bought the 2 relics.
Yeah, they have the Bag of Marbles and the Vajra, so they're not the Alchemize player. I guess who needs Alchemize to get 2 Ghosts in a Jars? Yeah, it's a Valet has the Alchemize. I like everyone's position right now. I don't feel like anyone's in too bad of a spot.
This one's quite strong. Now they has a big shop. Early price on sale. Anchor, Frozen Eye, remove.
Anchor with the Orichalcum already, I don't think that's going to be the option, but definitely feels like, yeah, the Weather Cleanse is always bought. There's just like which strength down card, and do you want the Frozen Eye or not? Fletch going to the first shop of the run in Act 2, actually. Seeing the Bag of Marbles and Vajra shop for the first time.
Oh, that loss. Asking for like a prep and something. Yeah, all these relics are
Gremlin Horn.
good, so
Give up the Gremlin Horn.
oh, there is Ghost Explosion, so
It'll
okay,
pay off
question.
with 20
So
Wraith Forms. Get many Wraith Forms. Okay, so that makes it official. Everyone has the coffee dripper. Not surprising at all, but
yeah, pretty expected with this relic bar. I think just the Mega Prep alone probably can justify the Reaper. If the deck isn't that bad,
yeah.
but
Yeah, Bagger Prep towards the end, not even towards the end, but just like later on in Spire 1, I felt like it was the strongest on Silent a lot of the time. Maybe aside from Watcher, but like Silent can just use that turn 1 draw. Like that's why she has it. It's like a lot of the card design and stuff just benefits having that turn 1 draw so much. At least doesn't feel worse on Silent than other characters, even though she starts with the 2 draw already. Wanting to draw the powers as fast as possible, having calculated gamble in the card pool so you can like gamble away the opening hand. It's like actually so strong.
also some like situationally very strong cards like Whale, for example. Just drawing a Whale in turn 1 so now saves you with 30.
Yeah, has intangible in the card pool and also takes zaps more often than other characters.
What time is seeing the knob? Like 2.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I got the knob.
Has 2 ghosts in a jar. I don't think this is all that dangerous. Might have to use one of them though. Yeah, looks like you're gonna have to ghost in a jar the knob.
Knob is going in. So this like 2 knob actually hits you for a lot. The other like 2 knob just hits you for 18.
Using the ghost in a jar, I only saved 11 there, I think, or 12. Maybe still worth it with the dripper, but
Yeah, there's
very
a no
powerful.
feather, but I just play safe.
I haven't actually seen what the boss is. Have you?
I think it's Collector.
The
Okay.
specimen.
The Specimen and Sundial.
Amazing.
Now here's where the relic clickers can cash in.
That would never happen in Spire 2. You get a rare relic and an uncommon relic, and they both do nothing. It's actually just impossible in Spire 2.
And Baylor's fighting Collector. Has 2 Catalyst Plus now, so Collector's probably dead very soon.
Yeah, Baylor's pointing out there that the bottled Will-Eye plans is very good when you draw your 2 catalysts on turn 1. I think probably already has the Burst Plus in the deck. I'd be surprised if Burst isn't upgraded. Four energy and 2 catalysts. It feels like a no-brainer upgrade at some point. Yeah, 3 poison and collector. How much is that going to turn into though?
Yeah, Burst is green.
Catalyst, one of the broken cards in Spire 1 that was actually taken out of the game for Spire 2. Yeah, how much poison is this? 2 poison. How much poison does it have? Is it dead? I think it might be dead.
And it's only 160 times. Yeah, it's only times 81. Not quite dead.
Close enough.
You only retain 2, so we'll just go now. Trying to block here is a little bit weird, just a little bit.
Yeah, it'll probably be fine, but like, just kill it, you know. Just get out of here. Looks like WebTab's also doing totally fine in the collector fight. No real surprise there though.
The Grim Leader is going in against me. But there's a Gremlin Horn, so it'll be fine still.
Gremlin Horn and Footwork. I mean, the Footwork Plus just makes it so hard to Footwork and Well-Eye plans. Just, I mean, the reason the combo is so strong in every game. Oh, just Valley died. To Gremlin Leader.
The Leader of Evil.
Yeah, Valley gave up
that's
the Gremlin Horn for
that's the Gremlin Horn for the gift.
Yeah, that was definitely a questionable decision, and I punished them harshly. For sure. Got to keep your solutions. That's the only reason V's alive, is because of the Gremlin Horn. I mean, maybe with the Ghost in a Jar, they'd be okay. But you don't want to use that potion, so. Oftentimes using your Ghost in a Jar is just your first death. And die again later. Fletch is going to have to deal with Dome Collector at the end of this act.
Also fighting Dome Leader right now.
It does have 8 dexterity though, and fumes.
And Gremlin Horn.
Yeah, Gremlin Horn's good.
She is swinging for a lot this turn now.
For some reason has an Envenom in the deck. I'm not sure why, but there is an Envenom in the deck.
She only has 8 strength, maybe not that much.
Since we know the Eternal Feather is coming, it should be okay. I didn't see what the Act 2 boss relics were, but WebTab has an Astrolabe, and so does Baylor, so. Not sure what they transformed into, but hopefully it was good. But Baylor got a Die. That's a new card. That wasn't in the deck before. And an Outmaneuver, okay. I think with the way different suits work in Spire 1, they will end up with different transforms. Depending on which cards they click or something.
Yeah, the late. The P-Box is based on floor, so I think you get the same cards.
Yeah, but Lab is a bit weird, because it's like
Yeah.
which card you click on, right? Like if you transform starter cards or different rarity cards, but usually you just transform starter cards, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I know there's some jank with it though.
That's just 3 foot.
V ends up with a bottled 1,000 cuts, slightly weaker than bottled wildlife plans, but
It's okay, it's fun. Thousand cuts, honestly, they're one of the most fun cuts. I too,
I like it a lot more than Serpent Form.
Yeah, it got replaced by some garbage. It's quite sad.
Much less dopamine with the Serpent Form. Like the animation is just nowhere near as good.
It's also a lot harder to play.
Everyone going through the Act 3 gauntlet of fighting Decimillipede every floor.
They're either shapes or the darklings.
That's one thing about Spire 3 I definitely like a lot more, or Spire 2, but I definitely like a lot more is the Act 3 enemies being a bit more diverse.
Yeah, the one repeat fight is also at least like threatening, so pretty nice.
Yeah, the scrolls are much better than the shapes. You can't stall the scrolls. You can't really stall fights in Act 3 in Spire 2. There's not many fights that are like easily stallable, especially compared to Spire 1's Act 3.
I think I looked at the enemy list somewhat recently. A lot of almost every Act 3 enemies can scale infinitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They don't scale that quickly though, but they do scale. Act 2 though, Act 2 you can stay in more than half the fights.
Yeah, Act 2 is the reverse of that for sure. And Spire 1's Act 2 is maybe a little less stallable. But you did have fights like that. There was enough stallable fights that it wasn't really a problem. That you had like Snake Plant, which was possible to stall. You had a Centurion Mystic. Yeah, there's plenty. It does make a small difference because sometimes it feels like when I have some kind of stall, like my time limit is to get it done in Act 2. If I wait till Act 3 and can't come together. But definitely prefer that over Spire 2's or Spire 1's enemy design in Act 3. Not Allay's fighting the Collector now. Looks like doing fine. Fumes is just too powerful for this boss.
Yeah, Fumes coming in on after image. Good work. If you can block through, yeah, and the specimen. If you can block through the frail and collector, it's not exactly threatening. Yeah, frail turns over and collector's also dead.
I actually see the boss relics on Nelly's screen when the fight ends. I would like to actually see what they are. I missed them both the other times.
Can Baylor cure the transient?
Yeah, okay. I think the transient's dead. Actually, we know one of them will be Philo Stone, so if Nally takes this Malaise, which they probably will.
So that's Philo, Astrolabe, and something else.
I think typically you take Philo on that screen as silent. But both Baylor and LabTab went with Flabe.
And
Pandora's box. Okay. So they went with 3 transforms over this. That's interesting. The defense are okay with the footworks, I guess.
Yeah, I think they both have like multiple footworks, right? Transforming the defense into some attacks could be quite bad.
Yeah, for sure. Not a bad P-Box though. Has the Giga Concentrate plus expertise combo. Something expertise is sorely lacking in Spire 2 is the existence of concentrate.
You also don't get energy relics so often. On 3 energy, you play expertise and return ends.
Yeah, Silent often is pretty energy starved, so taking a card like that's just awkward. But not taking the Philo is interesting, because they did take the Malaise, correct? Like 5 energy silence, just so strong in Spire 1. At least that's my memory of it, is the 5 energy silent, you just feel invincible, like nothing can stop you.
When you have a lot of powers and the regular snake, you just 1 energy, you play your powers, then you're fine.
Yeah, Ring of the Snake, back up prep, and then you just have the powers, 5 energy, you just kind of win every fight on turn 1. Outscale things very quickly.
Failure is a close in the jar, so like 4 probably also not a problem. Okay.
Yeah, Baylor
Okay, pass the
definitely
test. It was a death drop. Inspire 1.
duplicate a card in your deck. If you duplicate the bottled Welle plants, it's also bottled because that's an enchantment. Yes. Probably just adrenaline bouncing fly. Okay. Okay, Baylor. Okay.
And Flash makes some sense. Because he loses a catalyst. Is he scared of like Reptile?
over the die is interesting. I guess that is just Reptomancer respect. But you won't have to respect Reptomancer as much if you didn't duplicate bouncing fly.
Yeah, I think that's good. Probably just look adrenaline. Doing catalyst is okay, but probably not needed.
I don't think the run's really in much danger. The Act 3 bosses are just going to fall over, and then Act 4 is going to lose to the potions. That's oftentimes how Spire 1 runs go. Once you like pass a certain point, especially on Silent, it's like you just have the resources you need. And
Yeah, Silent also
nothing
just
can really
has
stop you.
the. And normally, a lot of runs that still have maybe risk in the first cycle of the heart or speed shield, but Silent just has a potion that ignores that.
Yeah, Ghost is a very silly potion. I thought it would be gone in Spire 2, but it's not. Unfortunately.
It is a lot more rare in Spire 2 though, because you don't have optimizing like half of the runs anymore.
Yeah, for sure. V also looks like they're going with Astrolabe. It's interesting nobody going for Philo. Philo's always felt so strong, or especially at the end of Spire 2, it felt like, or Spire 1, it felt like the strongest silent energy relic to me. Felt super solid. And like late into Act 3, even P-Box into Act 3 never really felt all that inspiring, so a bit surprised by that.
People just want to roll the gacha, you know. See transform, you must click. Let's try
Slash playing the
Dome
the
Collector.
Dome Lead Dome Collector. always a painful fight, but I think this deck is strong enough that it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it's like 5 energy, a lot of powers, Gremlin Horn, 8 dexterity. No wallet plans though.
Yeah, I think the only player without Walleye plans is Fletch. Not sure
Oswald
about that, but I think
sucks.
so.
Oswald, absolutely terrible.
It's like minus an entire pyramid. What are you doing? And Venom's kind of going in though.
There's
Never sure talking Venom again.
there's a Venom Riddle with holes. Ow. Collector hits so freaking hard. My score is over now that she's dead.
Collector's bias code. Fletch will actually get a different boss relic from everyone else, so I'll have to see what that is. Baylor's absolutely destroying the time meter right now.
Block poison against Time Eater.
Unfortunate. It's like a mini heart.
Next turn. Be a bit weird.
Fletch sees a choker. So advancing the boss relic pool didn't really do much for Fletch in this round. I think you'd rather see the Philo on that screen. The Lave transforms are good though. You get an adrenaline. That was the last card of the Lave that I didn't recognize. Five tab does duplicate the adrenaline. The far more reasonable thing to do.
Oh, this flash though.
And then gets rewarded by losing the skewer at the falling event instead of the catalyst.
Yeah, what else runs also looks like very comfortable. Also has a Ghost in the Jar and even a artifact pod. So they can ghost
Almost
the.
everyone has a ghost in a jar.
I think they can ghost
Actually,
the
no.
Spear and Shield. And artifact
It's
the heart.
4 out of 7 players have ghost in a jar. A stupid potion.
Second boss is Awakened one. It doesn't really matter what the second boss is. But, maybe for this deck it's. That is the. Actually, Baylor doesn't have the specimen.
No specimen trick for Baylor. Might see that from someone else, but I don't think anyone else has quite the poison package that Baylor has. But the fight should just be about getting the whale trick, and then the fight should end, I think. Like 1 footwork plus is enough to beat this guy with a whale trick.
Yeah, just Catalyst first phase and then second phase doesn't deal any damage.
And with the bottled wildlife plans, everything should line up nicely. Unnamed is retaining intangible, by far the most cringe run. I think in hindsight, the card that Nale lost was... Oh, no, it wasn't Skewer. I'm not sure what it was that Nale lost at that bonfire.
Yeah, I thought they were going to give like infinite blades, but not infinite blades.
Yeah, Baylor's combo is coming together. Piercing Wells in hand, the catalyst is prepared. Fight should be ending pretty soon.
He is fighting the double workers at half HP.
Does have the Alchemize to back up losing the Ghost in a Jar if they do end up losing it in this fight. Also is the player with the bottled 1,000 cuts, which is a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Battle Marbles turn didn't work out so well. Bit dangerous.
Yeah, this fight was always scary.
Oh, that's really bad.
That's not very good. Those are both the burns that got shuffled in. That's very unfortunate. I don't even know about using Ghost that turn. Maybe. A lot of HP was going to be lost, but... Yeah, VV's run... I don't know how much card draw they have in the deck. Like, they do have the Astrolabe, so they definitely have an Adrenaline Plus. Oh, they've already used the Adrenaline Plus. Ooh, this is bad.
Yeah, still actually, it's still so healthy. There is another adrenaline. And, probably the playout maneuver, you know, there was not even kill one.
Playout maneuver. I think they probably have a burst in their deck. Like, hope you like burst Adrenaline next turn to burst Piercing Well or something.
This is pretty dangerous though, because it's the fire is a bit away and the deck is not that big, so Eternal Feather doesn't heal. That is if they don't die here.
Yeah,
They can
they
still
don't
die here.
Die next turn. So they're likely to get out of this fight, but very scary spot regardless.
Yeah, 10 HP, 2 more fights before a little bit of healing, and it's not that much healing, and there's no more ghost.
And you're gonna get the specimen from this fight. Oh god. Unfortunate. Oh, and you're also just dead. Even more unfortunate. They don't even get to see the specimen. Alright, Unnamed gets out with the cringe Retain Intangible deck. Only took 50 turns. Blimp also with a Wraithform Plus. Notice the people with Wraithform Plus are all in Act 2, and everyone else is in Act 3.
They're setting up the sundial.
It's going to be key. This type of deck always needs Sundial in Act 4. It's very important. Can't even set it up.
Yeah, I didn't draw the burst.
Baylor should very, very, very easily win this Act 4 with this kind of deck.
Yeah, there's even a potion belt, a lot of gold.
There's like no world where that deck doesn't win, I don't think. Gambler's Brew and the Ghost in a Jar. Potion slots are so common in Spire too, with like the file holster, the way common relics work, meaning you see Potion Belt so often, and also the boss relic. It's going to be quite something when Act 4 is in the game and potions become even more important, and you just realize how often you have those resources.
Yeah, I really don't like the 4 potion slot. Boss relic. Common bell, potion bell being more common, or the new bonus, I don't really care too much. But the boss relic just makes you play in such an annoying way.
Yeah, it's very strong in a boring way. That's why it's very important for the Act 3 bosses to be powerful, to like try to bleed your potions. If Aeon Glass is never taking a potion, then like Act 4 is not going to stand a chance. But this run kind of demonstrates why potions just are so important for setting up combos and making sure the most dangerous turns. Like this deck could, with no potions, like could actually die in Act 4, but with potions will likely take 0 damage.
Yeah, no potions, you can lose half your HP and speed and shield, and then Heart just kills you for cycle.
Just sort of how the fights are designed, which is a good design, but does pressure your resources for sure.
And name is AFK.
Taking a break. You need to make sure the retain intangible runs finish at the exact same time. But unnamed.
Yeah, what half I think will also not have any problem. The boss gauntlet and then in Nightfall.
It has an even better potion belt compared to Baylor with the artifact pot. But it's taking a decent hit against Time Eater right now.
I can use the wheel though. Maybe there's no strength reset. If there's no strength reset, it can be a bit dangerous. Oh, 60.
Yeah, no split on that turn, so have to deal with the debuff.
There is burst catalyst coming, so probably trying to kill through. Yeah.
Needs to be lethal because it is splitting next turn, correct? Yeah, it's a 260 and has 23 or something poison, so it's going below 240. So in worst case scenario, I'll probably have to use the Gambler's Brew to get the combo in hand, which would be a little unfortunate, but a lot of the time you just draw it. And then the Eternal Feather will top up your HP in Act 4 anyway, so should be still pretty doing pretty fine.
Thumbs 9 doesn't kill though. It splits in now.
Oh, does the Burst Catalyst not actually get lethal? You have one more stack of Fumes.
Actually, the screen's a bit small. Like, how much poison is within it? 22. Game is full right now, so that secures the kill. But
You
also,
get 2 turns of poison
also takes a lot of
with
damage.
this line.
And this line
You
guarantees
top up
lethal,
with
but
the,
yeah, take a
with the
lot.
Eternal Feather.
There's another fight though. The awakened one right after
Oh,
this. Flash sees the portal.
I guess it could be a little dangerous. I think the deck is reasonably well suited for Awaken 1, but 24 HP is always scary in that fight.
Yeah, if it goes in the jar is used, then suddenly Act 4 can be a bit dangerous.
Bearlord just cleaning up this Act 4. Pretty close lethal this turn, though, looks like. Strike plus barely getting there.
84 with Ghost Side. Absolutely no problem.
Holy 2 defend plus, insane. think Baylor's the only player that got bottled wildlife plans. Is that true? Or does Nale have bottled wildlife plans now? I think Nale has it now.
This
But
photo
inactive.
is really late, so it should be. It should probably be plans. Okay, Wafta is also taking a break before the second boss. Good choice.
Yeah, they got plenty of time to finish up the run.
Yeah, just need not die here. Not use resources. Killing one cultist instantly is pretty good.
Yeah, I think as long as the cultists don't pressure them too much, should be fine. But plus is just a bit too good of a card. Baylor is very nearly going to kill the heart. The catalyst is in hand, the adrenaline is in hand. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
50 damage incoming. Now it's
One damage incoming on my screen. Yeah, 1. The combo should be happening this turn, right? Like you shouldn't wait.
Probably just Gambler's Pool immediately.
Yeah, I think so.
I still weaken for the first attack of next cycle, so I can block that too. It does need to block like,
you can just like
one
hold
more
Flask
attack.
and Piercing Whale.
Yeah.
And then you just Flask Piercing Whale the multi-hit and play whatever against the big gun. So GG's to Baylor. A very silent win. The most silent win of all time. Unnamed taking the P box out of Act 2. Like the P box is fine here.
Yeah, they have a red form, so probably trying to roll for a nightmare or something. Cringe player.
Yeah, Web Tap's combo seems to be coming together just fine. As multiple blurs in this fight, that's usually a pretty good recipe for success against the Awakened one.
Yeah, both got this and that, and most power is in play, so just strength reset. Yeah, this deck does have bit worse damage against Spear and Shield compared to Baylor. I can maybe see Spear and Shield being a little bit of an issue. There's still a lot of resources, 2 potion slots and lots of gold.
And why is it worse against Spear and Shield? Because Baylor had a second Bouncing Flask. The genius.
Yeah, true.
He was cooking. Okay, Baylor gets the first win.
Would you guys want to pull Baylor in here to help commentate the rest of the run potentially?
If he wants to, yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yes,
I
you
will
wanna.
ask.
Oh, Nane is at half HP somehow. The Eternal Feather is coming up. Be fine.
34 card deck, you just like pick a card here and then does have a med kit. What a relic.
I get Inspire 2 would go crazy.
It would. That's why it's not in the game. But especially with the Aeon Glass in its current state. Oh my god, it'd be so broken. It'd be such a crazy redemption arc. You know, all the medkit believers, they'd be so redeemed.
47
That shopper looked
HP.
me. 47 with this deck against Time Eater. There's like a bit of a block consistency issue. Hopefully, Bottled Welly Plant smooths things out enough. Not like one of the players that didn't get a Ghost in a Jar. So it doesn't have that panic button to press.
Yeah, there are like 4 Ghosts in the Jars right there.
Yeah. Web tab is totally fine. And keeping both of these potions should be good enough. Losing the Gambler's Brew was unfortunate, though. Definitely, the Gambler's Brew felt like it was a big piece of the Spire Shield fight for Balelord, and would have been a very good thing to have.
Yeah, especially a deck that relies on Catalyst to deal damage. Like being 1 turn faster is just so crazily good. Some spikers are exploding, but Talon is intangible.
What a card.
Holy,
Holy,
the specimen.
Get in there. At least nobody so far has ended up with multiple Wraithworms. Wraithworm's like not, I mean, it's still cringe at 1 copy, but like the real problematic thing with Wraithworm is when you get multiple copies of it.
Yeah, it's also really rare to Inspire 2. It's not that
Yeah,
bad.
it helped a lot in Spire 2 with you have to see it from the boss reward, and then you have to find a way to duplicate it to actually have multiple copies. So that whole thing doesn't, or I guess Nightmare, but I haven't even seen a run with Nightmare Wraithform like a single time. It's not a thing that happens.
There's also like no setup or anything, so you just have you need like bullet time to play with the red one.
Not like it's out with 22 HP, but kept all the potions. Obviously, the smoke bomb's not going to be doing much, but Dex Pot is very good in this fight.
Not that much gold for X4 though, so they lose some resources here that could be a little bit dangerous.
Web tab on turn 26 of the Awaken 1 fight. I love the silent.
Yeah, I got strength reset. Second phase, completely free.
I'll go back to Spire 1 when they replace Awaken 1 with Aeon Glass.
Alright, I'm gonna pull Baylor in now that he's back. Hello? Congratulations on the win, Baylor.
Thank you, thank you.
The first win.
Yeah, very,
Yeah, I saw I ended up being the fastest.
very classic silent with it films plans with Catalyst.
Yeah, it was a funny Act 1. You going to 2 shops, seeing on sale fumes, and then on sale or on sale Welly plans, and then first fight of Act 2, you get Footwork Plus.
Oh yeah, that was
We were like-
disgusting.
You're like,
I
oh,
was so lucky.
it's probably over for him.
Did you see the part where I lost a catalyst to the falling event?
Yeah, after you duplicated the bouncing flask.
Yeah, they had three catalysts and 1 bouncing flask. It wasn't quite in balance, but the game decided to even that out for me.
Oh, Fletch is fighting Gnome Time Eater. Could be a bit spooky.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
don't know
blur.
how strong Fletch's combo is with the did they get like the catalyst that everyone else got? Or everyone else has made it this far at least.
I don't think this deck is. Yeah, I don't think this has the Giga Catalyst. Capitals going in, but it's a blur. Yeah, it's
Yeah, the
a
damage
Terror
still
and
seems to
Venom.
be. It still seems to be Envenom plus Word with Holes.
Nah. It's outmaneuver skewer. Like low next turn, low next turn. It's about to go in.
If it works, it works.
We have to have an Act 4. We were a little bit worried about this. Does have a Distilled Chaos for this fight, so somewhat of a replacement for the Gambler's Brew.
Next spot as well is pretty strong. It looks fine. In this fight, you can Ghost as well with that effect boss still. Looking like probably won't even need the Ghost. This turn would be a bit bad. Probably not. First kata here and then I just 27. 27 is not that much.
Should neutralize the right one first there before playing the. Yeah. Lost a little bit of HP for that.
And the square for next turn.
Somehow ended up with bottled footwork in this deck instead of bottled plans. I'm not sure if they didn't have the plans at the time or they chose to bottle footwork.
Yeah, this fight looks
Spirit is
completely
dead.
fine.
Yeah, with all these potions in Act 4 and the heart fight should have no problem at all winning that fight.
With the artifact and the deck spot, probably won't even need to boss.
Oh,
Nale
also
is
making
fighting
it through this
Awaken
Awaken
one.
one.
Seems fine.
With the deck spot and the like various block cards should be good enough to get the whale trick set up.
I wouldn't well plans this fight is pretty relaxing. Once again, because insanely good boss card. Without well plans, if you have to play powers the first phase, it can get pretty dangerous. Randomly break one turn and suddenly everything sucks. Yeah, but yeah, this fight looks totally under control, so also preserving full resources in rank 4.
Yeah, full potion belt with the Entropic Brew should be. I mean, it's less good than having a ghost in a jar, but it is still pretty good.
I was very sad when I got my potion belt immediately after I passed on the Ghost in a Jar, or rather the Entropic Brew. I decided not to pick it up, and then potion belt right next floor.
How did it feel playing Spire 1 again, Baylor? Assuming that's the first time you played the game since Spire 2 came out, I imagine.
Yeah, the last time I played was April 17. The first thing I noticed is that the muscle memory I've built for clicking on cards is different. I noticed this the other direction when we started playing Spire 2. Like, oh, clicking on the cards feels a little bit different sometimes. But going back to Spire 1, now with having a bunch of muscle memory for Spire 2, the cards just feel a little bit wrong in a weird way, and I very much missed being able to press the end turn button to like finish my card selection for well-laid plans. I was very upset about that not working in Spire 1. So it felt a little archaic, a little odd in some ways, but also definitely very familiar and very comfortable. The deck came together a lot easier than I thought it would.
A lot of quality of life stuff with just how the cards get played in Spire 2, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's just a lot smoother.
Yes, much smoother.
Ally pulls off the whale trick, so this fight should be pretty easy from here.
So another wheel trick could be done right now. The hard fight.
Don't do that. Only 60 poison with the catalyst. No other catalyst in the deck, I don't think.
Festival Ghost in this deck can probably comfortably block
Yeah,
like 2 more cycles at least.
Yeah, it should just be sitting around for until that poison kills.
And he was fighting the Guardian in Act 3.
Definitely better than fighting the double orb walkers that somebody died to. Somebody died to double orb walkers.
Oh yeah, that's
A
good
little
point.
more tame than that fight. It was always a funny thing that I mean, you did get more rewarded because double orb walkers dropped more gold than this fight did, but similarly rewarded for beating the Guardian as you would for beating as a fight as scary as double orb walkers.
I'm sure the Guardian has killed more runs than the Walkers.
I'm sure it has.
Ironclad, maybe. Yeah.
The Guardian is also the first boss that you always fight as Spire 1, right? Like the first seed.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say actually, I once got my dad to play exactly one run of Slay the Spire, and yeah, he died to the Guardian. That was his run of Spire.
The experience of a lot of people. They pick up the game for one run, die to the Guardian, never play the game again. That's just it.
It's real.
Fletch's deck is much more reliant on footworks, which can be a bit more awkward, like first cycle of the heart, but does have the artifact potion to back that up. It's still probably fine, as long as you use the Frozen Eye correctly. I don't think there should be any problems with bottled wildlife plans.
Yeah, so
I'm
5
sort of
energy.
expecting
5 energy is strong with multiple footworks. Play one what effect.
Yeah, it was one decision I was curious about, Baylor. What did you feel to take the Astrolabe over the Philostone there in Act 3?
At the time, I didn't have like any piercing whales or like any multi-attack mitigation for the heart, so I was a little bit afraid of the heart's additional damage output. And with 2 adrenalines in the deck, I felt like energy was kind of really well. Actually, no, I had only 1 at the time. I still felt like energy
Yeah,
was pretty well covered
the
at the time.
Astrolabe gave you the adrenaline plus that you got.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I was
So it was kind of an
I
energy
was
relic.
also spending a lot of Act 2 thinking about how I was going to get rid of all my strikes, and the Astrolabe came in to be like, oh hey, you can just lose them all right now. So I was pretty happy with that.
GG's to WapTab gets the win as expected.
Nice, GG.
Got have release the ghost inside the Spire. Not really a win.
Yeah, is it? Killed the ghost. It's dead. Definitely wouldn't be surprised if all the runs that are remaining win. They all feel strong.
Yeah, they have good tools against Act 4 as well, as usual, Silent.
Yeah, I found a lot of safety with the combo of the bag of prep plus the bottle welle plans plus the eternal feather. really just kind of gave a lot of nice cushion safety layer so that I could easily just keep my potions.
Yeah, the Act 1 relics into the immediate Act 2 relics of the Eternal Feather and Well-Light Plans bottle sort of made the Coffee Dripper feel very easy to handle, like no downside at all. Which is often the case on Silent. She's usually pretty good at handling Coffee Dripper's downside.
Hmm.
Blimp in a names run's definitely objective evidence that the slower you play, the more cringe your run is, though. So they both have both have Wraith form. And are also the runs taking the longest. I refuse to believe this is a coincidence.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, the fastest run was the least cringe. Baylor's run.
Oh, you get the different icon boss as well. The My Bloom event.
Oh yeah, it's fighting
Interesting.
slime boss instead of the Guardian. I did not know that was a difference.
Did any of the other players successfully kill the transient though? That's the real question, I think.
No. Nobody else got the big catalyst combo that you got.
20
Like the
key
most
poison.
catalyst any other player had was 1. So they
I
didn't line up the
think-
burst thing as fast as you did.
I think there are a few with burst kata, but they had multiple catalysts.
It's a shame. You always got to keep a spare catalyst in case you run into the falling event.
Don't play that gamble. It's a trap.
They still play us into bullet time count game was one of the funniest
Yeah,
things.
I knew that's exactly what you were thinking of. XecnaR's favorite combo. Bring it up every time you have those cards in your deck and are using Distilled Chaos.
Still in Spy
Nightmare
2 as well, so
Alchemist. It could happen. It could happen in Spire 2. Nightmare Alchemize with Toy Ornithopter.
with the red form. Just thing.
I love this character. One interesting relic that's gone in Spire 2 is Toy Ornithopter. Would be a pretty good relic. I mean, it was a pretty good relic in Spire 1. Wonder what the reasoning was for just getting rid of it entirely instead of like moving it to uncommon or something.
Yeah, it's one of the ones I miss more, I think.
I think only thought was
Perfectly
fun.
understand the reasoning why they got rid of Birdface Turn.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's totally valid.
Oh, I guess Alchemize is a catalyst card, so maybe they want to prevent that.
Yeah, Alchemize Ornithopter Inspired 2 would be like every character could have that. It's a pretty strong combo.
Be amazing with Frond too, of course.
Oh yeah, Frond. Oh, maybe that's actually the reason. I could see Frond being the reason. That makes the most sense, I think.
Oh, the frog. The stupid frog.
Oh yeah,
the rock
5
frog.
HP per floor. Yeah, that'd be broken. Okay, maybe there's just a bit too many broken things. It was actually just a balanced choice.
Ale is finding the heart. too many things in hand to play.
Yeah, it has the Fumes turn 1, while it plans turn 1. This fight should be very easy.
No ghost, no artifact pot, but it should be fine.
I'd be very tempted to just glug the Entropic on turn 1 here for 3 potions rather than trying to keep the 4th.
Yeah, I
For
think
sure.
I want to
Something-
see it now, yeah.
Something that you should definitely think about.
Oh, not keeping the Malays.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Okay, Flashback was top deck.
It's even like just using the Gauntlet Drew for a couple cards. And see it 4 potions. Distraction, giving you 4 beat to death. Great card, thank you, Distraction. Get in there, Medkit. Get in there.
Is it is pretty hard to block?
Yeah, it's one big reason to use the Entropic Brew turn 1, because you could potentially have an artifact pot. And this vulnerable wouldn't even be here.
And now the gap is is only for like a bit. But that's pretty dangerous. There's no adrenaline into some block right now. Could get weird. Don't really need that much HP to win the fight from here.
Yeah, it
Living on-
stabilizes pretty fast with 5 decks and perma weak. Like sweep and neutralize both in the draw pile, Fumes down. Seems pretty manageable from here.
Yeah, living on 12, still fine.
Second cycle malaise